Hey, it's coming up to actual Christmas now, so I'm making Christmas Eve hot chocolates for Christmas Eve boxes. We've got 3 different styles of hot chocolate. We've got chocolate orange and gingerbread, we've got white chocolate and mint, and we've got luxurious dark chocolate. Don't forget to add any comments, tell me what you like, tell me what you hate, tell me if you've got any of your own ideas. We've got Moonlight here up with me. She's obviously not allowed to eat the chocolate, but she does like to have a good sniff. This one is Cadbury's milk chocolate hot chocolate and dark chocolate chips and just little mini marshmallows for the top in a nice little cone.
So I'm starting out making the hot chocolate Christmas cones. I've got cellophane bags and I've used Cadbury's hot chocolate. And first of all I used a short spoon before realising that you need to use a long spoon so you don't make a real mess of the outside of the cellophane. The first time I did it I just cleaned it up a little bit with kitchen roll so that it was cleaner, but then I switched to a long spoon. First of all I put in the hot chocolate powder, then I put in roughly a handful of dark chocolate chips, then some pink and white marshmallows. I used a small piece of wire just to tie the bag shut, and then put on white and red ribbon and just double knotted it so it doesn't fall off. I'm making 5 of the cones. I've got 4 Christmas cups that I have in mind to put them in at the moment, but I'm making an extra one for this year, so I'm going to need 5. I measured out 5 teaspoons each time because I wanted to make sure that all of the cones were roughly the same size, so nobody felt like they got shortchanged on how much hot chocolate they get.
This is a peppermint candy cane. These are sprinkle biscuits that are also from Aldi. I found these little plastic champagne glasses from my old craft stuff, so I've just used those. They came out pretty sweet with milk chocolate chips in them. And this is the Galaxy green white hot chocolate mix that I've just put in a little bag. And I had these velvet bags from a few years ago, so I've just put those in there.
These are Aldi biscuits for decorating. They come with a little tube of icing and some sprinkles. I'm not brilliant when it comes to decorating food actually, and one thing I did realise once I had used the icing to colour in and then throw the sprinkles on there was it works out much better if you pour the sprinkles on with a spoon than if you use your fingers to put a few on. They came out a little bit sparse, so later on I switched to spooning them on. I think my favourite of the biscuits were the angels. The Christmas trees were a bit awkward to decorate with just having tiny baubles on them, and Santa was kind of weird because he has a big white beard and I didn't want to use only icing because it'd be boring, so he looks a bit strange with a sprinkled multicoloured beard, but he probably tastes nice. I put each of the sugary biscuits into a small cellophane bag and folded it over. I waited obviously until the icing was dry so that it didn't smoosh on the packet, and I was very careful with the reindeers where I'd stuck marshmallows on for noses when I put them in so that the marshmallows wouldn't get pulled off. I'm doing these as white chocolate peppermint hot chocolates, so the green colour I think goes quite well. Whenever I go to Starbucks I always ask for mint syrup in a white hot chocolate, so it's a thing I really enjoy. I have these red velvet Christmas bags from a few years back, and I filled them using the hot chocolate mix from Galaxy, a peppermint candy cane and 2 of the biscuits. I also found some small plastic champagne glasses that are probably for wedding favours, I think, but I filled those up with small white chocolate chips. I used double-sided tape just to put a small piece of cellophane on the top of each glass and then wrapped it with a pretty Christmas ribbon. Then I stuck stickers onto the little hot chocolate packets because they looked a bit boring without them. And I put everything into the red velvet bags.
So these ones, this is a gingerbread hanger and it goes on the side of your cup. It's a chocolate orange stirrer, that's from Aldi, and just white chocolate chips in the bottom.
These are hot chocolate stirrers, they come from Aldi as well, and they're milk chocolate and orange. I've got 2 little gingerbread mug hangers that I'm putting facing away from each other, so it's kind of a double-sided packet. And the bags were quite big, so I folded them over once and used a small piece of wire to tie them together before putting a red ribbon on the front just to make it look a little bit prettier. It can be hard to think of ideas for things to fill into a Christmas Eve box without spending a lot of money, and the mug and hot chocolate is always the go-to thing, so it's nice to make them first. And that's everything.
So every year me and my son do a little painting tutorial and he paints his favourite character or object, whatever, TV show from that year, and then we make it into a Christmas cup and a Christmas card. So I was going to use these myself to put the hot chocolate things for Christmas Eve in. I got a bit overexcited and I made too much, so it won't actually fit in the cup. But they look quite sweet in here anyway. So this was our favourite. This was last year. I don't know if Mr. Moons can zoom in so you can see it's got moonlight on there. That was our picture of Christmas moonlight.
Yep.
From last year. And probably more relevant this year actually, but the year before that, so 2023, we had a Stranger Things one with Merry Christmas Stranger Things, and we'll definitely be using that one this year. With season 5 coming out. We had Super Mario. So we'll put this one in here, Super Mario. And then we had Yoda. That was when The Mandalorian came out, so it's baby Grogu, so Christmas Yoda. And this year, it's going to be a surprise video. We've actually filmed it this year, so if you keep watching on the channel, then you'll be able to see the tutorial for the next one. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope you got some ideas on making your own Christmas Eve cups and hot chocolate. And if you did like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments, and we'll see you next time. Happy Christmas!